By now, everyone has heard of the horror story Ford mechanics are going through. Their CEO once went online and complained about the shortage of mechanics that's out in dealerships and unable to make repairs to their vehicles. Now, we'll be here all day discussing the reason why that is, but on this video, I want to discuss why mechanics, especially Ford mechanics, quit. They are done. They are tired. They've had enough. All right. When a Ford mechanic quit, it's not because they can't handle the job. It's because they're done being disrespected. Tired of playing games. Tired of warranty work paying pennies. Tired of being short on time and blamed when numbers fall. So let's face it, guys. Owners only care about one thing, and that's the numbers. They are numbers people, okay? So what's next when a Ford guy finally leaves? They take that toolbox and they take their skills somewhere that actually pays what they're worth, all right? I don't know, independent shops, all right? Real hours, real pay. Fleet work. Yeah, fleet work. Solid benefits and a stable schedule, because that's what most mechanics need is a stable schedule. Construction and heavy equipment. Same wrenching, just way better money. That's all one can ask for. More pay, all right? Dealerships think they're losing just another tech, but what they're really losing is the person keeping those bays alive. Now, keep this in mind, guys. Mechanics just don't quit the trade. They quit being treated like they're disposable. That's what really pisses a mechanic off. Now, I want to go over an article. I want to go over a post that I read online that discussed, all right, someone had the bright idea to pose a question as to what mechanics do once they leave the dealership, once they tired of the hassle, what other career options are out there, or what other career options are those mechanics taking? Okay, because let's face it, guys, you're going to have to work. If you quit your job as a Ford motor mechanic for whatever reason, you still have to have a way to earn a living. Now, what do you choose to do after that? It's on you. But I want to go over some things that I'm reading that states what these mechanics are up to and what they're doing. And the question goes a little like this. Just out of curiosity to those who left the industry, where did you go? All right, here's an interesting one. Brian Paul states that he became a fleet mechanic for a furniture company. Also, the car guy, taking care of all company car services and needs. Amazing benefits. I've been out of the dealer for a little over a year now, and I do miss it, but it's mainly the people I miss. So let Brian tell it. It's the people he missed, not the actual daily routine, the daily grind of being an auto mechanic in a Ford dealership. All right. Sam Anderson, Marine Diesel, Caterpillar to be specific. Double my salary first year out. Tripled within 3 years. Made a good name for myself with customers. Went to work for a boat company after those 3 years at CAT. It's a shame how bad off the auto industry is. Whoa, it certainly is, guys. I can contest to this. Guys, like I say, once you leave, once you get fed up with a certain position you in and you decide to leave, you have to find something else to do. You have to earn a living. When I say a living, a legal living. All right, y'all know what that means. Y'all know where I'm going with that. All right, who else got some automotive tech instructor at a high school? Wow, that's not a bad career move to go in. Think about it for a second. You already, just say you're a master mechanic. You already have the automotive vehicles down packed from a technical standpoint. So if you got good communication skills, that is almost the best position you can be in. I've thought about that a lot of times, guys, but the pay always deflect me from that. All right. Now, keep in mind, if you don't have a job, pay is not that big an issue. All right. So, yeah, if you leave a job paying a lot and you go down to become a teacher, then, yeah, that's a different story. But I would love to be an automotive instructor if the pay was sufficient. Right now, the automotive schools are in disarray. They're not sure what to train students on. All right. Supposedly, the EV was supposed to launch out and become the big thing. Now they're moving back to gas, EV, gas. So those institutions not sure what to train on right now. So everything is confused. Right now is a bad time to be a student. All right. I'm not discouraging anybody from becoming an automotive mechanic via going through the training program. All right. Just make sure the facility you're going through got it together. All right. Who else? Client Christie, Penske Truck Leasing. What an interesting career move. All right. Independent car dealer. Use what you know about the cars you've worked on, what common issues they have, and what it costs to fix them, and capitalize off of it. Crazy money. My mentor in this always said the money in working with your head and not your hands. That's an interesting point. Very damn interesting point. All right, who else? Different dealer was the answer for me. All right, so this guy, he left a dealer to go to another dealer. So, which tells me he had problems with personnel and the way the facility was ran where he was at. Not bad. Not bad of a move. If I was to leave a dealership and go to another dealership, I would expect changes. All right. Yeah. So different dealer was the answer for me. Hated my job and decided to try a different Ford dealer before making my decision to leave the industry. So much better than life before this place. Wow, that says a lot about his old employer. Local water department. I do most of small repairs, maintenance on machine, equipment, vehicles. Free health insurance, and it's really good health insurance. Yearly raises, 50-cent raise for every additional license we get, 16 total. And they give you $1 raise for getting all CDL and pay for you to get it. Guys, that's not a bad career choice to get in. These fleet companies that hire you, just say, we got a bus chain here called Martyr. All right, if you can become a Martyr mechanic, remember, once you get in the door of working on cars and you used to that surrounding of being in a shop, the everyday life of being in the shop working on, you can work on buses, you can work on diesels, you just need a little additional training, but you already been in a shop for the past 10, 15 years. All right, so moving over to a fleet company, which is hourly and may supply you with better benefits, not a bad move to switch to. Bailey went from the dealer to a fleet repair shop in Fort McMurray. Decided it wasn't for me and landed a job at a municipality back home. Hourly pay, pension, wicked benefits. Every second Friday is a flex day. We do everything here, including fabrication, welding, which I never did at the dealer. Pay is better than I was making at the dealer for freaking sure. Interesting. Now, here's another thing a lot of mechanics will have to adjust to or adapt to. If you leave the rugged life of a dealership, which is predominantly flat rate hour, and you go to, let's say, a fleet company, you will now become hourly. Your whole mentality will have to change. No longer do you sit on your computer just for freelancing on your computer for an hour just because you flat rate. You no longer have that luxury. You can't just jet off to lunch when you feel like it. I will have a hard time working hourly at a company because I am so accustomed to working flat rate. My freedom means something to me. You have a lot of freedom when you flat rate, guys. It's simple. You don't work, you don't eat. You work a lot, you might make a lot. So that lifestyle is embedded in me. There's no way I can go back to being hourly. All right, Patrick, back to an independent shop. I'm treated like a human instead of another number. Oh, and F recalls and all that. Oh, I feel you on that, man. The recalls is the way of life at the dealer, though. All right, OnlyFans. Yeah, okay. This guy, I'm guessing that's a guy. Anyway, to each his own, bro. I own a landscaping business now. Kudos to you, Brea Miller. Congratulations. Kudos to you. Cricket. Got my EMT and went into healthcare. Oh, man, you talking about a switcheroo. Leaving the automotive repair industry and going into healthcare. Work at a hospital doing transport and about to start in urgent care as well. That is what's up. Good luck, and I'm glad for you. All right. Teaching at a brand new automotive program. I will someday be a automotive instructor. All right. I have a good 10 years left in me as far as labor-wise working on cars. Now, 10 years from now, everything will be changed. So who knows? But from that standpoint, I got a couple of options. All right. I don't know if y'all familiar with the insurance adjusters that come out. Yeah, I've talked to a couple of guys. That's an interesting position to be. You get to travel, work at your own pace, things like that. Or an instructor. So my options are open, but we talking 10 years from now for me. So we got problems at, every shop have problems. I can deal with any kind of problems I'm dealt with. So I don't have the same issue as these four guys going through. Teaching high school auto tech. There you go. Good one. All right. Now, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Heavy equipment maintenance. Truck driver is a good option. Municipal fleet maintenance manager. Insane, probably. Okay. Nowhere, because without knowing someone higher up in another industry or without restarting from making no money and going through 4+ years of schooling, you're not raking in this kind of money by just switching careers. You're going to take a pay cut, or at least it'll take a significant pay cut. That was an interesting point, guys. Didn't leave the industry, just the dealership. Fleet maintenance at a mini site. Find out rotation. No customers, low stress. They don't care why it's broken, just fix it. No nickel and dime over every repair. No flat rate. 5 years in, wouldn't go back to the dealership environment unless something completely changed there. Wow. All right, self-employed. Not a bad idea. Rehab. Hotline technician assistant. That's a good one too. Much easier on the body other than sitting on for 8 hours. I'm sure you enjoyed the switcheroo. Started my own shop. I was wondering when that was going to show up. Guys, the interesting part about leaving a dealership and going into business for yourself is the risk, the overhead, and most importantly, the competition. You have to understand, on every block, there's another shop. How are you going to persuade the customers in your area to gravitate to you other than the other shop? So competition will be stiff. And whoever have the biggest purse that can persuade the sheriff in that town to make someone else's life miserable. Politics play a role in everything, guys. I'm going to wrap this video up. We're going to talk some more and finish these on a separate video, all right? For now, I got to go. That's all I have. Thanks for tuning in.